Yes, guys, ask me. Not a single question. Very strange. This is a first page in which no question is asking by your side. I was expecting more question from your side. So please don't. Uh, Aishwarya,
Sir,
Siddharth, yes.
can you explain what is SIP once more?
Okay, that's nice. So basically, SIP full form is systematic investment plan. So if you want to invest in mutual fund, so there are two way to invest in the mutual fund. By by the way, SIP or the lump sum amount. So lump sum amount is suggest that you are putting the one time amount in a mutual fund. But if you choose SIP, that means you are selecting a certain amount and that amount will deduct from your bank account and investing in the mutual fund on a certain date. So let's suppose I want to invest in mutual funds with the 1,000 rupees on monthly basis, and I am taking the date of 10th every 10th of the month. So now what? Yes. So now the every 10th of the month, the 1,000 rupees will be deduct from my account and investing in the mutual fund. That is known as a SIP. So SIP is the mode of investment in the mutual fund, nothing else. You are just regularly or disciplinary manner investing in the mutual fund. That is known as a SIP. Is it clear, Siddharth?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. How many people want to invest in mutual fund through SIP? Can you raise your hand? Okay. Uh, Less people is are interesting in the mutual funds. Okay, not an issue. So whenever you get adult or you literally want to invest in the stock market, so mutual fund is the simplest way to invest in the stock market. This is the very simplest way. You don't need to do anything about the investment in stock market. Everything will be do automatically. You just putting your investment amount into the mutual funds, and after the year you will getting some return from that mutual fund in the stock market.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yes, Ryan.
Sir, which mode of investment is actually best for an inactive investor, like mutual funds or stock? More like for
If you are very keen about the stocks, about the company, you have ample time to research about the stock market, and you are capable to do research on technical fundamental basis. So you can directly go with the direct investment. There is a stock selection, stock market. But you don't have a time, you don't have a knowledge about the stock market, and you don't want to give too much time to research and analysis about the stock market. So the mutual fund would be better for this kind of situation. So in the simple language, if you are a layman person, you don't want to put your entire time towards the stock market, just invest in the mutual fund. But if you are keen about the stock market, you are literally interested in the stock market, are very curious about the company performance, company price ratio, company's chart, so you can directly invest in the stock market through the
okay,
shares.
sir. Okay.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, is there any limit on the number of brokers an investor can have?
No, there is no limit. You can open a multiple accounts with the multiple brokers. There is no any restrictions.
Okay.
But every broker's account you need to pay account maintenance charges, so that would be very costly for you. So just open a one or two accounts so that you don't need to pay MC charges with every broker.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So,
Yes, Suresh.
so just imagine like tomorrow I give you 5 lakh rupees. How will you convert that 5 lakh into 10 lakh?
Okay, so how can you how you want to
Double out
chance
the money.
double the amount?
Yeah.
See, in the stock market is unpredictable market. You cannot expect a guaranteed return from the stock market. It may be double within a 1 year, 2 year, or 3 year. It may be getting down within 1 month or 2 months. So depend on that how you manage your funds. So if you invest in the mutual funds in the simple way in the mutual fund, so definitely within 10 years your amount will get double easily in the simple way. I'm
And
just I'm just saying the least return. Definitely, and within 10 years, your amount will get doubled without any problem, any troubles. But if you want to get double on the earlier basis, so you need to take risk on the stock market. So you can do intraday trade, you can do swing trading, or you can do trade on the future and option basis.
sir, what about the drop shipping?
Pardon?
Sir, what about the drop shipping?
Drop shipping.
Yeah.
Where you heard about it?
Sir, I heard about it on online platforms, sir.
Okay, but I'm so sorry. I have like never heard about drop shipping related to stock market.
Okay.
Might be there is no connection with the stock market, or hoga we
Yeah,
can't
it's
directly
not
answer.
having any connection with the stock market, but it was a financial part of, so I thought.
Okay, but this is not directly related to the stock
Yeah,
market.
it's not directly related to stock market.
Yes, yes,
Thank
yes.
you, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I
Yes,
wanted to
Sathar.
ask that how the analysis of stock is done for investing in the stock market.
I already gave the idea that the technical and fundamental analysis is a two-way to analysis about the stock market. So in the fundamental analysis, you will be research about the company's statement, company financial statement, along with that PE ratio and currency analysis, global market, inflation, all the things like macro and microeconomy, you will be covered in the fundamental analysis. But if you're talking about the technical analysis, so if you wanna become a trader, you want to do trade on a short-term basis or intraday basis. In that condition, the technical analysis will be helpful you. In that technical analysis, the cover parts of like that chart reading, support and resistance, and pivot point. These are the indicators and oscillator which will be covered in the technical analysis. So depend on your perception. If you want to become an investor, go with the fundamental analysis. If you want to become a trader, go with the technical analysis.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Yes. Good evening, Hardik.
Actually, sir, I had a few questions.
Okay.
So my first question is that can you briefly explain different methods of capital budgeting?
Capital budgeting. Okay, capital budgeting has a like numerous methods. Number one is the simple is just making a budget. That is known as a what are the expenses and what are the incomes. Number one. Number second, cash flow or inflow. So what are the inflows of cash and what are the outflow of the cash? You need to understand about it. Number third, understand about the financial statements. So the financial statement you can read about it, how much company has a liabilities, how much company as a assets, and what are the share capital ratio. These are the numerous method so that you can easily make a capital budget. So for the capital budget, you need to understand about the financial statement, then going with the assets and liabilities, then go with the different kind of ratios which will also be required to understand about the capital budgeting. So I cannot explain within 5 minutes or 2 minutes. It required lots of time to understand about the capital budgeting methods.
Sure, sir. And
Okay.
for fundamental analysis, sir, what are some of the best screeners?
See, the simplest screeners is money control. So you can just directly go to the money control and ticker tape. Ticker tape also very good screeners. Then after you can use the broker's mobile application. They are also provide the screeners, free screeners where you can also make a watch list and support resistance. So the free and very effective screeners are number one money controls, number second ticker tape, and number third, I just find it few days ago. Wait a second. I have marked the bookmark. Just give me 1 second. Market Mojo. So Market Mojo is also a very renowned and very famous platform where you can easily find out the stocks and their details.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And one more question was there,
Mhm.
that can an investor solely invest based on the EBITDA score of company?
No, EBITDA is not really sufficient data to understand about the company's financial statement. You also need to know about that PE ratio, earning per shares, along with that industry knowledge and competitor, that is peer knowledge. So all the things will be together, and then you will be able to make a decision that this company is good or not. So EBITDA is not the sufficient data to
Okay.
understand
And sir,
about the
what
company's
are
good.
the major like key economic indicators of a company? Like if we want to invest in any company or some idea.
Pardon your voice, break. Meanwhile.
Sir, I was asking that what are the like basically key economic indicators, like
Okay.
जिसके basis पे हम invest कर सकते हैं किसी में भी.
So I already made a recorded video on it. There's several key economic indicators. Number one, RBI policies. So RBI policy definitely affect the markets, where repo rate, reverse repo rate, triple R. These are the reasons so that market get affect. Number second, government policies. So government policies also very effectively impact the stock market. Just like you can see the recent government, that is NDA government, Modi Sarkar. So the Modi government is a majority government. So the government is stable. So once the government is stable in a country, the economy also going stable. Since 2014 is the market going upside and going the bullish. So that is a reason of that stable government. And third is the economic data, just like that. We can say that uh, retail price index. So how much inflation is running in the market, wholesale price index WPI, that is CPI, consumer price index. These are the main indicators which represent the data of the economy, so that the people made a decision about the investment or not.
Sir, how can we link the private equity investments like venture capitalists with public equity investments?
See, private equity investment, any company can do it. A private limited company can also do it. Just like you can see the Shark Tank. So Shark Tank is also a private placement format where the people on the platform, and they are very keen about to invest in the company on the private basis. So you are not going to on the mass level and just inviting public to invest in the company. You are just selectively one person or a single organization or institution that will be invested in a company, known as a private investment or private equity investment. But if you are going at the mass level and inviting a public, that will be include a government, mutual funds, FII, DII, individuals, banks, trust. So that all cover in the public. So the public is investing in your company, that known as a public issue. So there both are the different part. If your company is private limited, you can go with the private placement. But if company want to get a raise money from the public, you need to convert from private limited to a limited. Then after you can do it.
And sir, one last question, like if there is a startup, for example, that is in early traction stage,
Okay.
so what should be the like preferable mode of investment? Like
Depend on the startup. What is the travel mode for that startup? Just like that, or for the initial stage, they want to make a private placement. They have a lots of equities, so they can easily share equities with the private placement or with the private person. For example, I have a company. The name is Sethi and Sons Private Limited. Sethi and Sons Private Limited. Now I want to expand my business with the one or two branches. So for the one or two branches, I don't require a public issue. I can manage with the little bit amount. So I can directly go with the private placement or private equity management. But now my company is very big. Everybody know about my company. The investor or the financial institutions can easily believe on my company. My product is very good. In that condition, I can go with the SME IPO or main board IPO. Then I can raise money from the public, and my company get listed over the stock exchange. So depend on the companies. If you are a startup, you have a lots of equity, and you want to, and you have a very good brand value, so that you can go with the public. Just like Mama's Earth, Zomato, Now Swiggy also coming with the IPO. So these are the main startup which have a brand value.
Okay. Uh, and sir, one more question was there. Like recently, this like support trading and some stuff was like viral in the news. So, like, can you briefly explain key like how this all takes place?
See, double date is very ancient methodology to invest in the stock market or even the commodity market. So double trading means that the orders will not getting placed over the stock exchange. They just made on the diary. Let's suppose I just go to the double trader and giving the order, please purchase my gold. So the gold price is running on the stock exchange or commodity exchanges, but the order will be placed on the diary. That will be no gold on the exchanges platform. There's just write on the diary, yes, your gold is purchased. Now the price has moved after 10 minutes and I'm getting the 100 rupees of profit. So I will just tell to my dabba brokers, please sell out my gold. So they can also made or written in the, yes, your gold has been sold. And whatever the money I'll be earned, they will be give me in the cash format. There is no online transaction. There is no documentation. There is no any kind of proof that you are doing trading with the dabba brokers. So dabba broker is like a illegal trading. We can give the simplest example: IPL Satta Bazaar. If you do Satta in the IPL, similarly you are just investing in the stock market with the IPL Satta methodology.
And so, like in the Harshad Mehta scam also, like shell companies and all this stuff was like more exaggerated and brought into the
No,
news.
shell company was
So
happened in
वो
the
कैसे system?
not the Harsha Mehta scam, Ketan Park scams.
Okay, yeah. Actually, I misplaced. Yeah.
Not an
So
issue.
like how can a shell company manipulate the market?
Definitely. Let's suppose my company is running in the in the Indore city, and my company has a own office also with the factory that is present. Not only paper, it is present in the paper also with the real existence. But I also made a company, the name of XYZ Private Limited. But the company is not present in a physical manner. All the things depend on the documents. So what I'll do, I'll just uh, like they saving the tax. So all the transaction will be happen with the XYZ Private Limited. So some of the illegal money or some of the money laundering amount will be deposited in the accounts of XYZ Private Limited. So this is known as shell company. So shell companies is only on documentation. There is no physical existence. There is no real existence. They are just making for the money laundering or just making for the illegal taxation or illegal financial frauds. That is known as shell companies. There are several companies present in India who has only on the document, not in a physical manner. But their directors appointed, their employees also getting appointed. The transaction are doing on the daily basis. But if you want to search that company, you will find nothing. Their address also false. Their company's address also fall. And if you go to the address, there only Banjar plant. There is only banned land will be available. There is no any kind of proof.
Okay,
That
and
is not a shell company.
I said like recently, some of the virtual companies were in the existence. Like they set up a website and then invite people to remotely work with them and all, and they are registered on paper. So like, can these be considered as shell company, or is this
No,
like increasing the risk of shell companies?
no,
Like,
they will be not a shell company. They are a real exist company because the company has a website. So company has a website to so government can trace the domain, and they can also trace the IP addresses so that they can know about that the transaction going legal or not. But the shell company doesn't have any kind of proof. They're just only on the paper. So let's suppose the company is ABC Limited and company has registered with the Minister of Corporate Affairs, MCA. Now the income tax department wants to visit the companies to make a raid. So once they will reach the company address, nothing will be found because the company's office is not present there. So whatever the company's or factory office written in a document, this all the things are false. That is not a shell company.
okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
So one doubt, sir.
Yes, Ryan.
Sir, how do I invest in derivatives, and what could be the underlying asset in the derivatives?
See, whatever the derivative you are doing trading, every derivative has an underlying assets. Let's suppose if I want to trade in gold, in the gold future or gold option, so there's an underlying assets is like gold spot market. So when the spot market going rise, the derivative price also getting rise. If I want to trade in SBI option or SBI future, SBI means State Bank of India. If I want to purchase or trade in SBI future or SBI option, so there's underlying assets. The name is SBI stock. So whenever the SBI stocks will go up, my derivative contract also going up or similarly down. So whatever the derivative contracts you are doing trading, there has their own underlying assets with the same name. With the same name.
So why is it named derivatives? Like what is like we don't know what it is actually then.
See, the first of all, derivative is the highest riskier segment. I will not recommend it to you trade or invest in the derivative segment. Out of 9 out of 10 people, sorry, there is a 90% people losing their money in a derivative. This data is given by the SEBI. 90% people. If you're talking about the stock cash market, 70% people losing their money. So if you really want to do trade in a derivative, so in the derivative, you will be trade in the contract basis. So contract has expiry. So till the expiry, if you're getting a profit, you can book your profit. Else you need to close your position at the expiry day, and whatever the price will be available at the expiry day, you need to close it. Doesn't matter you are getting profit or loss. And if you and you will not close the position will automatically get closed at the expiry day at the 3:30 p.m. And whatever the price will be available, you need to bear the losses. There's a reason the derivative segment is highest riskier segment. You cannot hold your position for the long time. You need to close on the particular expiry day. But in the cash market, you can hold your shares up to the lifetime. Up to a lifetime. I can hold a 10 year, 15 year, 20 years, 30 years. But the derivative segment, I just can hold my position till the expiry date, and the expiry would be monthly basis. So they highest risk. So
Okay.
generally traders are doing trade in the derivative market because they don't want to hold a position for the longer run, and derivative has a more liquidity in compared to the cash market, because in a derivative every participants are traders, whether buyer or seller. That is the reason the riskier people, the trader, are very interested to trade in the derivative segment, and also derivative segment required lower margin in compared to the cash market. You will get the margin, you will get the exposure on the derivative segment. That's the reason with the low margin, with the low investment amount, you can trade in the bigger price or with the bigger quantity.
So basically it's used for speculation, right?
Exactly. This is a speculation product, but not the speculation product. There is a fundamental is only for the hedging. The derivative segment is made only for the hedging purpose. But the people made a wrong intention. That is a product of speculation. But basically, it is made for only hedging purpose. Hedging means risk minimization, risk mitigation. This is a product of risk mitigation, not for the speculation.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes, Aishwarya.
sir, which company get listed in BSE and which in NSE?
NSE has a different norms. BSE has a different norm. It depends on the company on which exchange he want to be listed. It want to be listed. Let's suppose Swastika. Swastika Investment Limited is only listed over BSE. It is not listed on NSE. So if I want to list it on BSE and NSE both, so I need to fulfill the compliances of the both of the exchanges. So BSE has a very lighter compliances and compared to NSE. NSE is a very strict compliances. Every company cannot list it over the NSE. If you have a very legal document, everything, then you can easily apply with the NSE. and after that NSE will accept your application. Then you will be able to list your company on NSE. But BSE is a lighter compliances, but the small company can also list over the BSE. So depend on the compliances.
uh, it means that it depends on company in which
Yes,
exchange it wants to
exactly.
get listed.
Yes, it depends on company. Everything depends on the company.
Sir, one more doubt.
Yes, sir.
One more question, actually. So recently, sir, like various large companies like Fortis, for example, they made public their investors' presentation. So, what are the key factors or like key areas of concern which we must look at in the investors' presentation before investing in any company or some else?
Again, there are several reasons, several key points to invest in any company. Number one, that is very important. Know your risk capacity. Know your risk appetite. If you know your risk capacity, so definitely you can find the best investment products. Let's suppose you are a conservative investor. You don't want to lose your money. You just want to save your money with a little bit return. In that condition, you can easily invest in the debt market, the debt mutual funds, bonds, or debentures. But if you want some kind of risk on your investment, so that you are a moderate investor, in that condition, you can invest for equity mutual funds, hybrid mutual funds, or even you can invest in the equity market for the longer run. But if you are a riskier trader, you want to take a risk on your investment, doesn't matter your money will get back or not. But if you are a risky trader, known as a aggressive investor. So for the aggressive investor, there's a multiple options like futures, options, intraday cash trading, commodities market, and little with the highly riskier mutual funds. That is a mid cap or a small cap mutual funds. These are the very higher riskier mutual funds. So on depend on your risk capacity, you need to choose your investment amount or your investment assets. Otherwise, your entire amount will be gone. So this is the first reason.
And so, for fundamental analysis,
Mhm.
can investors' presentation be a key tool?
Definitely, yes. Fundamental analysis is a foundation of any investments.
Okay.
Like for the investor, fundamental analysis is very truthful. So if you are become an investor, you want to give presentation on the investment category. So the fundamental analysis would definitely help for you. Definitely.
Thank you, sir.
Everything depend on the fundamentals. Like I want to invest in the, let's suppose there's a company. Uh, I just tell you a recent scenario. Have you heard about the resourceful automobiles IPO, which is recently came?
No, sorry, actually, I'm not aware about this. Sir.
Everybody? Anybody?
The Yamaha one,
Yes, yes.
yeah, it had to raise 12 crores, but the applications were for 4,800 crores.
4,800 crores. And the company has only how many
It has
employees?
2 Yamaha showrooms and 8 employees.
Only 8 employees. The companies want to raise 12 crore rupees from the public, but the IPO gate subscribed 400 times. So the application is coming at the value of 4,800 crore rupees. And the company has only two centers, and it is a dealership company, not a manufacturer company. It is a dealership company who deals in the Yamaha bikes. Now you can imagine the companies ask only 12 crore rupees from the public, and company wants to give and the public wants to give 4,800 crore rupees. The IPO got subscribed 400 times. 400 गुना ज्यादा applications आ गई. So it all depend on the company's structures, company's fair price, company issue price. Do you know who is the lead manager of that IPO? Who is the investment banker of that IPO? Investment banker. Any idea? Who came this IPO in the market?
No, sir.
No? You will be surprised when I tell you the answer. Swastika Investment Limited is the lead manager of that IPO. So now you can see that if company's value is very fine, company's value is good, so it doesn't matter the company is small or big, the people will always very curious to invest in that IPO or in company. So that IPO is a SME IPO, a small medium enterprises IPO, and the lead manager is Swastika Investment Limited. So Swastika's employees or Swastika experts do analysis on that IPO, get the approval from exchanges along with the SEBI, and present with the public to invest in the that company. So Swastika came lots of IPOs. You can go with the BSC website, go to the IPO, and you can see the various IPOs driven by the Swastika Investment Limited. So if you are an investor, I'm again telling to you, if you are an investor, just know your risk capacity. Number second, how much risk involved in a particular investment asset class. Just like bonds have a lesser risk or equity has a lesser risk. Tell me, which one has a lesser risk?
So bonds.
Bonds, definitely. Bonds are risk-free instruments. Derivative segment is more suitable for investors, or long-term investment is suitable for the investors.
So long-term investment.
Yes.
Long term.
So now that is the reason you have a knowledge about it, which product has a volatility or risk here. There is a second point. Number third, repeatedly or regularly review your investments. ऐसा नहीं है कि एक बार लगा दिया और आपने छोड़ दिया. Nothing. You just regularly watch out your investment, how much money you are getting from your investments, what kind of necessary action you need to make so that you will get a higher return. Let's suppose if I had invested in the Reliance industry, or now I'm looking that Reliance industry price is very high, so I can sell out it. So that whatever money I'm getting, I can purchase a which company which has a more potential to rise compared to the Reliance industry. That is called a review. That is called a monitoring. That is also required. There are lots of people जिन्होंने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया था 2008-2012 के अंदर, अपना इन्वेस्टमेंट को देखा ही नहीं. 2019 आया, कोविड आया, उनका इन्वेस्टमेंट उसी प्राइस पर आ गया जहां से उन्होंने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया था. बट पीपल डिड रिसर्च और मॉनिटरिंग, उन्होंने वहां पे और शेयर परचेस करना स्टार्ट करें क्योंकि लोएस्ट प्राइस पे मिल रहे थे, एंड नाउ यू कैन सी द मार्केट प्राइस. That is called a monitoring or review. That is also necessary for every investors. Every investors. So these are the major point to invest in any investment assets class. Not only for the stock market, you can also do with the FD. You can also do with the saving account. You can also do with the real estate or even the golds, property, everything.
Sir,
Yes, Shreya.
sir, at what level graph study help a trader to invest?
What level?
A graph study help a trader to invest.
If you're talking about the trader, so number one, which segment is fruitful for you, how much money will require to trade in a particular segment. Just like future segment required more money in compared to option segments. Number second, is there any kind of stipulation, any kind of condition available in the market which will be barrier, which will be present as a barrier to make a profit in the market. Number second. Number third, how much money you want to invest in the market or put in the market. And number fourth, how much risk capacity you have before trade in the stock market. This is the last point, but not the least. किसी भी इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए, किसी भी ट्रेडिंग के लिए, you need to know about it, how much risk you want to take it. There's a two kind of things. Number one, risk willingness, and number second is risk appetite. Both are different. Risk willingness is very different. Risk appetite is very different. Just like I want to take risk of 50,000 rupees in the stock market. If my 50,000 rupees will go, nothing will happen. I will be happy. That is my risk willingness. But as per my income, as per my salary, I can manage only 10,000 rupees monthly risk, because remaining amount required to survive for my life. So I want to take a risk of 50,000 rupees, but actual I can bear only 10,000 rupees. That is called risk appetite. So risk appetite and risk willingness both are the necessary part to trade in the stock market or in every segment. As being a trader, ऐसा ही होता है. तो इसी वजह से लॉस ऑफ द ट्रेडर लॉस खा जाते हैं. उनकी फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन नहीं होती उतनी रिस्क बेयर करने की, पर वो मार्केट सोचते हैं कभी तो प्रॉफिट होगा, आज नहीं होगा तो कल होगा, कल नहीं होगा तो परसों होगा, कभी तो होगा. एंड जब वो पीछे की तरफ देखते हैं, व्हेन यू लुक एट द बैक, लॉट्स ऑफ मनी गॉन इन द मार्केट. So first of all, how much money you can save from the stock market? Yes, Shrest.
So what about graph study?
Graph study under common technical analysis. So if you are a trader, you can do trade on the graph study. So there are several oscillator indicators available in the market like MACD, RSA, Fibonacci. There are several indicators who indicate the market will go upside or downside. They can help you to provide us direction about the market, but there is no any guarantee.
At what level?
Again, technical analysis is a different course. It will require at least 1 month to understand about the how the analysis is working. Every indicator has a big chapter. Just like there's several patterns, flag patterns, head and shoulder patterns, double top patterns, double down patterns, zigzag patterns. So you need to understand about this pattern. So the pattern will tell you the market will go upside or downside. That is comes in the technical analysis. I'll show you. I am just showing you how the technical analysis going. Okay, can you see my screen, guys?
No.
No, sir.
Now,
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
now. So this is the chart of Apple Incorporation. Now I want to see the Reliance Industry price. So what I'll do, just click on search button and type Reliance. So Reliance Industry is there. This is the price. This is the chart of Reliance Industry. So as zoom this chart, आपको एक bigger picture मिलती है. These are the bigger picture of the Reliance Industry chart. So now you can see that there is a consolidation period start from the 2021 and end date up to 2024 or 23. Now price is running up. Price was running at the range bound price. The price not going upside of the rate of 2,600 rupees approx, and the price was not going to ready below the 1,983 rupees. And in the year of 15 January 2024, the consolidation period has bragged. Now the price going upside. So you need to make it the support resistance. Yes, now you can see it. इस लेवल के प्राइस ऊपर गया नहीं है, इस लेवल के प्राइस नीचे नहीं गया है. तो अगर इसके नीचे जाता तो प्राइस और नीचे जाने को रेडी होता, अगर इसके ऊपर जाता तो प्राइस अभी और ऊपर जा रहा है. This is the first thing. You need to take a support and resistance. Now, the market is in bullish or bearish? Could you tell me? Bullish. because the price is continuously going upside. You can see it. In 20, the price was 1610 rupees. In the 21, the price was 1923. In 22, the price was 2000. And now in the 2024, the price is running 3000 rupees. That is called a bullish trend. Once the market price going upside, bullish trend. Similarly, when the market price going downside, that is called a bearish. Okay. Now, if I made a trend line, that is a trend line. That is a tool of technical analysis. So what I expect, if market going downside and touch this trend line in upcoming year, in upcoming months, so definitely the price may get reverse from that trend lines. क्योंकि दो बार तीन बार ऐसा हो गया है, यहां से भी प्राइस ने रिवर्सल लिया, यहां से भी रिवर्सल लिया और यहां से भी रिवर्सल लिया. तो अगर आगे भी इस प्राइस को टच करता है तो यहां से प्राइस फिर से रिवर्स ले लेगा. तो दैट इज द बेस्ट टाइम टू इन्वेस्ट इन द पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक. बट इफ द ट्रेंड लाइन विल गेट ब्रेक, सो ये मान लीजिएगा कि शेयर प्राइस यहां से 20% 30% और गिर जाएगा. So in that condition, I can make a short position, not the long position. So that is a tool of technical analysis. I also made a different kind of indicators, like there's an indicator, and the indicator name is moving average. So when I put the moving average, that is show. Okay. Actually, I joined with a different browser, so there is a login required. So when you put it this kind of indicator, they will show the market is going upside or going downside. That is called technical analysis. मैं यहाँ पर कोई कंपनी का चार्ट नहीं देख रहा हूँ, सॉरी, मैं कोई बैलेंस शीट नहीं देख रहा हूँ, मैं कंपनी का कोई प्रोडक्ट नहीं देख रहा हूँ, सेल्स नहीं देख रहा हूँ, रेवेन्यू नहीं देख रहा हूँ. आई एम जस्ट लुकिंग एट द प्राइस ऑफ द चार्ट. जस्ट ओनली दैट कि प्राइस ऊपर जा रहा है, नीचे जा रहा है, प्राइस ऊपर जा रहा है कि नीचे जा रहा है. आई एम लुकिंग एट दिस. दैट इज नोन एज टेक्निकल एनालिसिस. Now tell me, what is your opinion? The price will go upside or downside in within upcoming weeks or upcoming month? What is your opinion by reference of this chart? Any opinion, guys?
It will go up.
It will go up.
Increase.
Increase.
But it will rise for
Go up. Okay. You can see the price of 5-year. In 2019, the price was running at approximately 1300 rupees. And when I click on the max button, now you can see that the price was running only 52 rupees in the year of 2002. ज्यादा मैं लंबे साल की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. 2002 में प्राइस मात्र 52 रुपए था और जो प्राइस है भी 3000 आ गया है. हाँ, इसके अंदर जो कॉर्पोरेट एक्शन से, डिविडेंड से, स्प्लिट से, बोनस है, वो इंक्लूड नहीं किए गए हैं. And recently, Reliance Industry declared 1:1 bonus. If you held one share of Reliance Industry, so you will be get one extra shares in your demat account. That is called a bonus shares. So Reliance Industry recently, few days ago, when the AGM get scheduled, declare we will provide 1:1 bonus shares.
so that is considered as extra profit for the investor, right?
Definitely. Now you can see Reliance Industry 1:1 bonus shares expand the meeting tax rules. So once the company wants to give the profit to shareholders, but they don't want to give profit in the terms of cash, so they will give a bonus shares to that kind of shareholders. And if company want to give the profit in terms of cash, so that is known as a dividend. Dividend. So
Sir,
dividend, both are
this 1:1 bonus share giving, sir, they could have
yes.
invested this money, like this money in their development, right?
See, if company has a surplus amount and company has a ample amount about surplus, so the company to make happy to shareholders distributed dividend or bonus shares. So depend on the company whether company wants to share the profit with the shareholders or not. If company has a ample amount of surplus in their bank account, so they can easily distribute their profit in terms of dividend or in terms of bonus. It depends on the company. तो जनरली ये डिविडेंड या बोनस सरप्लस पे से दिया जाता है, कंपनी की वर्किंग कैपिटल में से नहीं दिया जाता है. इफ कंपनी से सरप्लस तो ही देगी, तो सरप्लस नहीं है तो नहीं देगी.
So what's the strategic reason behind this bonus share?
Definitely, if the companies provide the bonus shares, so everybody wants to purchase the shares because they will get a free shares in their demat account. And for the longer investment or keeping the longer investment in the stock market, the companies provide a lucrative offer, that kind of bonus shares or dividend, so that investor or shareholder will get a extra benefit instead of share market price up or down.
So then what's the benefit for the company?
See, company has a numerous benefits. Number one, the shareholders will trust on that company. सिंपल सी बात है, कंपनी अगर मुझे एक्स्ट्रा बेनिफिट दे रही है मेरे इन्वेस्टमेंट्स पर और मुझे रेगुलर देते आ रही है, तो मैं इस कंपनी में इन्वेस्टमेंट क्यों विड्रॉ करूंगा? मैं
सर
इन्वेस्टमेंट
वो तो छोटी कंपनीज के लिए होगा ना, और रिलायंस जैसी कंपनी को उस चीज का ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं है एज कम्पेयर टू.
सी you just see the little area of the investment, see in the global level investment. आपको क्या लगता है रिलायंस के अंदर सिर्फ इंडियंस ने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया होगा?
नो,
There are
FDI is
also
also there.
foreigners. FII, DI also invested in the Reliance industry. तो उन सबको देखते हुए बोनस शेयर दिया जाता है. मार्केट इज एम्पल अपॉर्चुनिटी. मार्केट में कहीं भी इन्वेस्टमेंट कर सकते हैं, कहीं भी
Does
इन्वेस्टमेंट.
Tata also give?
टाटा,
Does Tata also give the bonus shares?
it depends on company. Yes, every company. This I'm showing to you. I'm just going at the BSC website.
Sir,
Yes,
what is EPS?
earning per shares. I'm just telling to you. Let's suppose I want to see the Tata Motors.
Sir, Tata Green, please.
Pardon? Your voice again break.
Sir, Tata Power. Tata
Tata
Power.
Power. So I type Tata Power at the BSC website. Now I'm scrolling down this page. There's an option corporate actions. When I click on the corporate actions, now you can see the dividend history. On the 4th of July, Tata Motors gave the dividend of 2 rupees. So the investor hold how many shares? It depend on the calculation of 2 rupees. So let's suppose if I held up 100 shares, so I'll be eligible for the 200 rupees of dividend. If I held only 1 shares, so I'll be eligible only 2 rupees. So whatever the shares in my demat account, multiply by dividend amount will my final dividend amount. Now, अगर मैं इसको scroll down करता हूँ, so देखिए bonus history. There is no bonus history. Tata Power not provide any kind of bonus till the date. But
Reason behind?
depend on the company. Again, I said you. It depends on company whether company wants to give a profit in the cash form or in a shares form. It depends on the company. I'll again give you a second example. Let's see Reliance Industry. Now the Reliance Industry gave only 2 bonus in their history, in the year of 2017 or in the year of 2009. The bonus was 1:1. But if talking about the dividend, you can see the dividend history. Now, I am telling to you a very good company who provide a dividend on the quarterly basis. The name is ITC. On the 4th June, the companies declare dividend. February, again declare the dividend. May, declare the dividend. Again, May, provided both of the dividend, a special dividend along with the final dividend. On the 15th February, company also gave the dividend. आप देख सकते हैं 3 साल के अंदर ही उसने 3 बार डिविडेंड, 1 साल में 3 बार डिविडेंड दे दिया है. You can also see the bonus history. Similarly, the company name is Vedanta. See, within 1 year, company gave 3 to 4 times dividend. So at the BSC website, you can easily find out any corporate actions of BSC listed company very easily.
Sir, does this all
Sir-
dividend declaration help a company to reduce their taxes?
Yes, definitely, because company has a more surplus, they need to pay the taxes, but they can distribute their taxes with the shareholders, and definitely they will get a benefit of tax deductions or tax exemptions.
That's why ITC give that much dividend.
Definitely.
Sir, it depends on the
Okay,
company, na, ki when they want to
Yeah,
give
it
the
depends
dividend.
company. Yes, there is no compliances made that company should provide a dividend if you are in the profit. It depends on the company. There are lots of
When-
companies who already
Whenever they
know.
want, they can.
Yes, whenever they want. Even the company can also given the dividend in the condition of loss. कंपनी लॉस में है तो भी डिविडेंड दे सकती है. It depends on the company.
But sir, why a company will give dividend if it is in loss?
To attract the people. Let's suppose the company is a loss, so nobody can ready to invest in that company. So now company declare the dividend, so everybody wants to take a benefit dividend, so they can easily invest in that kind of particular company on its stocks. See,
So it
these
will
are,
give it from reserves.
yes, definitely. See, reserve is used only for two reasons. Number one, business expansions, और number second, corporate actions. ये कंपनी भी डिपेंड करता है कि वो सरप्लस अमाउंट को बिजनेस एक्सपांशन में लगाना चाहती है या फिर अपने शेयर होल्डर को हैप्पी रखना चाहती है. सो देयर इज अ मेनी कंपनी लाइक वेदांता लिमिटेड एंड आईटीसी हु मेक्स द शेयर होल्डर हैप्पियर, जो चाहती है आप खुश रहो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, हमारा बिजनेस चल रहा है, एफएमसीजी का बिजनेस है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, यूजर्स मेक हैप्पी. एंड कुछ कंपनी ऐसी है, नो, आर फर्स्ट विजन इज टू एक्सपांशन ऑफ द बिजनेस, प्रॉफिट तो हम बाद में करते रहेंगे, हमें जो पैसा आएगा उसको एक्सपांशन में लगाएंगे, जो आएगा उसको एक्सपांशन में लगाएंगे. तो डिपेंड ऑन द कंपनी, व्हाट इज द माइंडसेट ऑफ अ कंपनी. So you can see entire things on the BSC website. If you want to see the shareholding pattern, just click on the shareholding pattern. So you may see the shareholding patterns of a company, who is the promoter, how much and how many shares held by the promoters, and how many shares held by the mutual funds, FII and DI. Everything is disclosed on the website. Public has a 17 lakh 81,258 shares. Number of shareholders, and share quantity is approximately 16 crore 98 lakh 39 something rupees. So everything will if available on the company website. आपको कहीं जाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, सब कुछ आपको वेबसाइट पे मिल जाता है, रेडी टू ईट है, आपको कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. बस यू नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई दैट व्हाट इज ईपीएस, व्हाट इज पी, व्हाट इज आरओई, इससे कंपनी को क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है। अगर आप कंपैरिजन करने चाह रहे हैं दो कंपनी के बीच में, लेट सपोज आई वांट टू मेक ए कंपैरिजन बिटवीन अदानी पावर एंड टाटा पावर, विच वन इज बेटर। दोनों ग्रीन एनर्जी में काम करती है, दोनों ही अभी पॉपुलर है, पर दोनों में ज्यादा पोटेंशियल किसके पास है। Then I'll be use fundamental analysis through the EPS, through the PE, through the ROE, through the book value. That are the ratios which will be helpful to me to identify that Adani Power is better or a Tata Power is better. I hope you are getting my point that how to research about the company, what are the websites available in the market, and how you can see the corporate actions about a dividend and bonus at the BSC website. You can also see the same thing on the NSC websites.
Sir,
Yes.
so what is dead cat bounce?
What is date?
Dead cat bounce.
Date cat bounce. Again, for me, this is a very new word. Just give me. Might be I heard about it, but I am not remembering. Just give me 1 second. See, dead cat bounce is just a recovery of the prices. Uh, अभी कुछ दिन पहले मार्केट में सडन गिरावट आई थी.
Yeah.
Market has crashed with the
Yeah.
400 500 points, and for the next day the market get recovered again.
Mhm.
So अगर कोई भी मार्केट गिर रहा है और वहीं से फिर वो वी शेप में रिकवरी ले लेता है या फिर स्लाइटली रिकवरी लेना स्टार्ट करता है, तो दैट इज नॉन ए डेड केट बाउंस, कि मार्केट ने अपनी गिरावट को रिवर्सल लेते हुए मार्केट में अपनी फिर से अपनी ट्रेंड को पकड़ लिया. सो नॉर्मली दैट इज हैपन विद द बियर मार्केट. ये जनरली बियर मार्केट के अंदर होता है. हल्का सा रिकवरी आया फिर गिरा, हल्का सा रिकवरी आया फिर गिरा, दैट इज नॉन एज अ डेड केट बाउंस. बेसिकली इट्स हैपन ऑन द कोविड-19 मैं बताता हूँ आपको. कोविड-19 में क्या हुआ था, when we see the price of Nifty, फाइव ईयर निफ्टी नहीं, पेटीएम लेके चलता. पेटीएम is a very good example for that. Now you may see the market is in bearish trend, the market go down and some recovery happen, फिर मार्केट नीचे आया, फिर हल्की से रिकवरी हुई, फिर मार्केट नीचे आया, रिकवरी. स्टिल द मार्केट ट्रेंड इज डाउन ट्रेंड, पर मार्केट जब नीचे आता है और फिर रिकवरी लेता है, फिर नीचे आता है फिर रिकवरी लेता है, दैट इज नोन एज अ डेड कैट बाउंस. और ये क्यों होता है, एनी आइडिया व्हाट द रीजन बिहाइंड इट? The reason is that short sellers book their profit. Once they book their profit, so they will buy the shares. When the buy the shares activity happen in the market, so price are getting upside. Again they made the short position, again price getting down. Then they book the profit, the price may slightly up. Again they make the short selling position. That is known as a dead cat bounce.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
And so what about the STT and DTT taxes?
STCG or LTCG, are you talking about it?
STT and DTT taxes, which a trader,
Dividend distribution tax. Yes, you just complete it.
which a trader is charged by the government on the withdrawal of the share profit.
No. Can you repeat again? DTT.
Yeah, DTT and STT.
See, STT is only a security transaction tax. Whenever you do in the stock market, you need to give a security transaction tax to the government. जैसे आप प्रॉपर्टी परचेस करते हैं तो प्रॉपर्टी परचेस करने पर आपको टैक्स देना पड़ता है. सिमिलरली इफ यू आर डूइंग ट्रेड इन द स्टॉक मार्केट यू नीड टू गिव द टैक्स as a form of STT, security transaction tax, and it is vary on your transaction mode. For the intraday, STT is charges different. For the delivery, STT again different. For the option segment or future segment, STT is different. It is a compulsory charges or compulsory taxes which is paid by the trader or investor to the government. Everywhere is that will be applicable. For example, swastika brokerage calculator. There is a taxes. Number one, STT. Number second, SEBI turnover fees. Number third, stamp duty. And number four, transaction charges. These four types of tax and charges should be applicable on every transactions. That is known as STT. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is second thing? DTT. I think जो dividend distributed tax होगा.
Digital transaction tax.
Digital transaction tax. It is not correlated with the stock market. ऐसा कोई टैक्स लगता ही नहीं अगर आप शेयर मार्केट में ट्रेड कर रहे हैं तो. I have never heard about it. Never. ना ही किसी ट्रेडर ने आज तक पूछा है, ना मैंने कहीं देखा है कि जब भी किसी ट्रेडर ने ट्रेड किया तो चार्जेस लगे हैं. It is not directly correlated with the stock market. I think so. Okay, so guys, आज का हमारा जो सेशन था पॉकेट मनी का, that could not complete it, क्योंकि बहुत सारे हमारे साथ क्वेश्चंस थे आज, Q&A थे, जिसकी वजह से हम पॉकेट मनी सेशन कवर नहीं कर पाए. सो ये पॉकेट मनी का जो रिकॉर्डेड वीडियोस है वो मैं युवा प्लेटफॉर्म पे अपलोड करवा दूंगा. सो यू कैन वॉच दैट पॉकेट मनी concept and videos. Still, if you any question, you can ask me, because today is the last session, so I'm expecting more question from your side.
Sorry, sir. That's DDT. DDT.
आगे
Dividend
as I told you,
distribution.
dividend dispute tax, मैंने आपको कहा था
Yeah.
dividend dispute tax की
Sorry.
बात चल रही होगी. Yes, so dividend dispute tax इस पहले क्या होता था, पहले जब कंपनीज डिविडेंड देती थी, तो डिविडेंड जब आपकी पॉकेट में आता था, देन यू नीड टू पे द टैक्स. अब क्या हो रहा है, कंपनीज पहले से ही डिविडेंड टैक्स काट कर आपको दे रही है. मतलब आपको जो डिविडेंड दिया जा रहा है वो डिविडेंड पहले से कट के आपको मिल रहा है. दैट रीजन कि आपको ज्यादा टैक्स नहीं पे करना पड़ेगा उसके ऊपर.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Excuse
Any other
me,
questions,
sir.
guys? Yes, Somyata.
So please explain book binding offering.
Pardon, your voice again break.
So please
binding.
explain book binding of.
Yes, book binding is means basically you are a company and you want to raise fund from public, and you made a range of stock price that 100 rupees to 105 rupees. That is the range. So once you offer to the investor or public that invest in my company, so the public should select a range between 100 rupees to 105 rupees. किसी ने 100 रुपए लगाया होगा, किसी ने 102 रुपए की बिड लगाई होगी, किसी ने 105 रुपए की बिड लगाई होगी. Okay, now after completion of IPO, what you will do, you just declare a cutoff price, and the cutoff price is 104 rupees, 104 रुपए. So for those trader who had applied for IPO at the price of 104 rupees or above the 104 rupees, their application will be accepted. And below 104 rupees bidding price investors application will get rejected. That is known as a book building. सो यहाँ पर आप एक रेंज दे रहे हैं, उस रेंज के बीच में आपको इन्वेस्टमेंट करना है. सो अगर आप एक रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स हैं, सो जस्ट put the bidding of the highest price so that company can never reject as per the cutoff price.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
And that's what most of these online trading websites do when we apply for an IPO. It always picks the highest price.
Yes, that is the reason. So 99% companies coming with the book building process, and the company suggests to put the bidding of the highest price so that your application did not get rejected.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Again, any questions, guys? So
Sir,
I
did
hope
you
you are
make
enjoying
a-
this video. Yes, rest.
Sir, did you make any research about that Hyundai IPO which I mentioned in last class?
Okay, I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Shrest. I was targeted. Okay, you just message me on my WhatsApp number so that I'll be remember about it. And definitely for tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I'll provide the answer.
Okay.
Okay, just WhatsApp me. मैं भूल
Okay,
गया
sir.
था क्योंकि बहुत सारे काम होते हैं ऑफिस के भी.
No
So
problem.
I'll be give the answer.
Okay, no problem, sir.
Yeah. Yes, guys. Any other questions? ओके सो एस टुडेस इज आवर लास्ट क्लास. सो आज हमने बहुत सारे मार्केट के वो कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़े हैं जो हमने रिकॉर्डेड वीडियो में नहीं देखे थे. एंड डेफिनेटली यू आर एंजॉइंग द एंटायर वीडियोस. Still, if you have any questions, any doubts, you can directly reach out to the support number if you are, and they can connect me for any kind of queries, any kind of issues. And if you are not watching the recorded video, so I'm requesting to you, please watch the all recorded video so you'll be aware about the market participants, market terminologies, and different kind of investment assets class. And so we will meet soon in the next upcoming sessions whenever that will happen. क्योंकि मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि अभी हमने एक फाइनेंस का प्रो कोर्स भी लॉन्च किया है और वो प्रो कोर्स आपको ज्वाइन करना चाहिए ताकि वहां पर आपको और ज्यादा डिटेल्स मिल सके फाइनेंस मार्केट के बारे में. सो टिल द टाइम, हैप्पी लर्निंग एंड हैप्पी इन्वेस्टिंग. थैंक यू एवरीवन.
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू.
Thank you, sir.
थैंक यू. थैंक यू.
Thank you, sir.